Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a box opening of Pensacola, and this is part of the Battle of the American Revolutions series put out by GMT Games. This is volume number 6, and it's a struggle for Florida and the American Revolution in 1781. Game designer is Mark Mikolas and Don Hanley, which I've not seen him before, but Mark has worked on all of these games, so apparently Don has helped him on that. And let's see, this is about 1.5 inches wide box, well-built box. On the back here gives us some history, a look at the map, which is an unusual map. And this particular game has a siege and then a battle afterwards, so it's sort of two different types of game in one, really. And you can see that over here the complexity is a 6, so that's not much higher than the other ones, but the solitaire suitability is down to 2. It's very low on this one. Now the units are battalions and regiments. Tactical is 1 hour, strategic is 2 days per turn, 200 yards per hex. So apparently as we move along you can see that we have 2 different time tracks here. One by day and one by, looks like hours, I guess. Yeah, so that's probably what all that is. So let's open up the box and see what's inside this. Now, again, I'm looking to get all of these, so I'm trying to find the best deal I can, seeing as how a lot of them are out of print. And this particular one I purchased was a brand new one because everything is wrapped up, and I kind of like getting them that if I can afford to get them that way. Some brand new ones are rather expensive. This one is a series rule book, and if you look at my other videos, which are, you can check them out in the corner there, these rules cover all of these series of games. So everything that's in the American Revolution, the battles of the American Revolution, all follow these rules for the base rules for the games. And then you know, you have zone control, movement, rifle fire, defensive artillery fire, close combat. So all of these, you can find a modern, up-to-date one on the GMT website. This particular one, let's see, this was version June 2010. So it's you know, a little bit old there, and that's why another thing is that it's black and white. Most of GMT stuff now that I've seen has been color printing. So here's Pensacola, and you can see that these two, this is a much thicker version than this, so there's a lot more going on in here, which is probably why it's a little bit harder to learn how to play. And once we open it up, we see that we have preparation and play, game length, random events here deal with this. And again, because there's C's part of this and then an action part, you end up with 2 different play styles, so that has to be addressed in these rules. And here's special rules. You have weather, random events, which looks like it's used by the cards, which I'll show you here in a minute. Although the tactical cards, we do have random events there, but they're pretty predictable, and you can actually adapt them to solitaire play. Momentum, so here's some of the pieces. Mortar movement. And so we have some siege rules here for taking. Apparently we have a section on the map that we have to take over, and I think it's the Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, attacking the British down there. Rifle fire, special units, and we even have Indian village here, so that'd be interesting to see how that comes into play. Skirmish. So the scenario, historical assault scenario, and then we have the siege only scenario, so you can do that. And interesting. And of course, as all these books do come with historical background information on that and about the battle, so I kind of look forward to reading all these. These are an enjoyable way to learn about the game before you play it, and then as you see the battle unfold, see how close you tack along to what actually happened. And then, of course, pictures of all of the pieces that are in the game and order of battle here. So yes, we have the Spanish force and the British force here. And siege turn, Coup de Main. Coup de Main is the turn sequence here. So this is the siege and then the attack part of it. Coup de Main, I should actually say on that. So inside here we have our tactical cards, which we have in all the games, and this allows you to change your tactics when you're doing close assault combats, and depending on how you want to attack the opposite side. And again, there's 8 on each, and one player plays their card, the other player plays theirs, and then you look up on the table to see if a plus or minus or anything, any dice roll modifier happens. And these are the cards, these are the event cards, and these are probably what brings that solitaire number way down, because it'd be kind of hard to play solitaire if you can't see the other person's cards, or if you can't see the other person's cards, you know what they have. So that kind of makes it a little bit different, but I'm sure there's a way that you can put a randomizer or something on this to play these cards solitaire. I'll see if I can do something like that. Baggies, I mean, you know you're going to be needing something to put all those pieces in. And of course we have the British die and the American die, which in this case would be the Spanish die. Pensacola Players Aid Card, oh, number 1. So here's Players Aid Card number 1. And again, these are exactly the same. Each player gets one of these. A lot of tables in this particular game. This game has quite a few damage to hit. Mortar fire tables, which is new. Close combat, tactical, at least from the other ones that I've seen at the beginning. Terrains, and then we have a weather table. So this adds to the complexity of this game, and really should add to the enjoyment. If you like that kind of stuff, a complex game. I mean, it takes, there's a learning curve there to learn the complexity, but once you get that down pat, it sort of opens up the game to a variety of plays, and I think makes it somewhat enjoyable, or more enjoyable in most cases. And here is the Struggle for Florida. This is the Fortified Hex and Hexside Matrix. So probably when you're in the siege mode, you'd probably be using this particular matrix on that. And Coup de Main and siege turn sequence here. So you have one particular turn sequence here, and then once you get over and you're done with the siege, it looks like, you have the other turn sequence, which these, as we've seen on the map, become day or hourly, and these are day. And then we have the counters here, and you can see that these are really nice counters, and back in the day, I'm sure that they were really appreciated, and still are. I mean, these look fantastic even by today's standard, I think. And this is what, 12 years old? So some really nice artwork is done on all of these. And we got the fronts and the backs here, and we see that some are single step and some are 2-step. And that just basically means that when you flip them over, you still can fight with them. You flip these over, they're pretty much out of the game. And then finally we come to the map. And so this map, I think, is the same size as all the other maps, the 22 by 34, yes, that are in this series of games. Yeah, let me just get this. So even the map looks really, really nice. So let me get this around here so that it's in your direction. So we have 2 different maps here. I'm not sure exactly what all that is, so I will have to find out. I don't know if one game is here and the other part comes over to here, if it comes from here and goes to there, I'm not sure. But we have the morale table along this side, and then we have the siege turn tracks here, and the Coup de Main. We have the hour turn tracks there. And we have Pensacola here, and it looks like some forts. So yeah, it's a lot of, I guess this would be swamp area. Let me see over here. This is light wood, raid hex heavy wood. Yeah, swamp. So this would be swamp. So there's a lot of swamp down that area, but there's a lot of brush here. So I would think that it's going to take some time to get through everything. So this looks like a really, really interesting game. I mean, you start out doing one thing, during the siege, and then once the siege is over, then I guess you have a battle. And I'm not sure exactly how that all would turn up. I'm not sure that this is definitely not the one that I'm going to start playing at the beginning, but one that I'm looking forward to playing very much after I've learned exactly how all of this works with this series of games. So this should be fun. Very enjoyable. And so that is my box opening of Pensacola, and I look forward to playing that. And hopefully, subscribe to the channel. You'll see my play-by-play when I do play a game. If I can do it solitaire, if not, I'll just guess I'll have to get somebody to learn this game with me so that we can play together and show you the plays, but show you the battle. But I'm looking forward to this game quite a bit. This should be fun. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Please do subscribe, and I hope to have you around on the next video.